So today, as the title says, I'm doing my #AYearAthon wrap up. #AYearAthon catch-up-a-thon is finished and done. I'm sorry if I seem a bit shaken. I literally was about to press the record button and my cat Mighty got attacked by the same black and white cat that keeps attacking him and ripped open his eye in December or November. Hurt his leg for the second or third time. It happened right outside my window, so it scared the living daylights out of me. Dead night silence, and then so I came out and I thought it was my cats inside fighting. Nope. For catch-up-a-thon, I actually didn't know that #AYearAthon was going on until day 1 was over. It was like 1 in the morning on day 2, and I was like, ah, crap! For day 1, I decided to read the first 26 pages of A New Dawn by John Jackson Miller with a foreword by Dave Filoni. This is a prequel to the Star Wars Rebels TV show. I was reading at work, so I only got 26 pages. I had no goal for the day, and so my total for the week was 26 pages. On day 2, I knew it was #AYearAthon, but I decided to read the last 42 pages of The Hero and the Crown by Robin McKinley, which is my read an award-winning novel from my TBR Dark Challenge from March that I was supposed to read then. It's May. I just had 42 pages left. I'd been reading at work for like 2 weeks, so why not? Went on to my TBR pile, which looks more impressive than it actually is. I read Damien, Son of Batman, all 176 pages. My goal for the day, I would say, was 218, which is what I read with these two together. So I had 2 books down for the week already and 244 pages in total. Day 3, I read the first 108 pages of Batman Volume 5, 0 Year, Dark City by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Danny Mickey, and FCO Placencia, or Placenkia, or however you say that name. That's about halfway through this, and I also read all 232 pages of Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 3, League of Assassins by James Tinian IV and Julius Gopez. That brought my daily total up to 340, overshooting my 232 page goal because all I wanted to do was read this, and I got halfway through this. And it brought my page total of the week up to 584 and my book total up to 3. Day 4, I read the last 132 pages of Batman 0 Year, Dark City, and read, this is so frustrating, 164 pages in Nightwing Volume 5, Setting Sun by Kyle Higgins, Will Conrad, Cliff Richards, and Russell Dotterman. I knew this was the finale of Nightwing and that some change happened and that Nightwing could possibly die, but people weren't certain what was going on. Turns out that event of Nightwing dying or not is in a different graphic novel, and you can't read the final volume of this without reading that. So I have that on hold at the library. I have to sit on this for a while because I can't read it yet. And I also read all 176 pages of Batman and Robin Volume 4, Requiem for Damien by Peter J. Tomasi, Patrick Gleason, Mick Gray, and John Cleese. OMG. Check out my review for this. I cried. I cried reading this. Just look at that. I'll interpose it right now. Ugh. So sad. I cried. This is the saddest Batman comic ever. My daily total was 472 pages, overshooting my 240 page goal, bringing my week total up to 1,056 already, which is pretty darn impressive if I do say so myself. Day 5, I kind of dropped the ball because I wanted to read Teen Titans Volume 4, Light and Dark by Scott Lobdell, Eddie Barrows, and Eber Ferreira. I've read this. So I read 6 pages and went, yep, I've read this. I wanted to read The Ties That Bind, Jedi Apprentice number 14 by Jude Watson, the only Jedi Apprentice I haven't read. Only got 26 pages into it, bringing my daily total up to 32, undershooting my 144 page goal, and bringing my week total up to 1,088 pages. If you think 32 pages was bad, day 6, I read 0 pages. I had to work Saturday, and I was going to be super busy, which I was, but I was hoping to get 10 pages in of this. Nope. But day 7, I read the last 110 pages of The Ties That Bind, finishing this very happily and decided to move up something on my TBR. That's The Clone Wars by Karen Travis. If you recall, Catch-Up-A-Thon last year, I read all of the Star Wars movie novels. I didn't know this was a novel, or I would have included it in that readathon, so I was like, duh, I already have a Star Wars novel, so why not continue with this? I read 103 pages, bringing my daily total up to 213, overshooting my 100-page goal for Sunday, which it always is. My goal for the week was 1,304, including this, but not including this and the others that I read. I read 1,303. So, met. I count it. It's a page off. Big frickin' whoop. Alright, that's all that I read, guys. As for review of things, I'm not too thrilled with the New 52. The New 52 has released an official timeline. Basically, in modern, Batman was like 45 or 50. He was really kind of coming to his end. And then the New 52 happened, and Batman's at the same stage of his heroing, but he's younger. And they made everything that happened in modern in 10 years. And I really felt it cheapened the characters. It cheapened Tim. It definitely cheapened Dick and what he went through, and Jason. All of them were Robin for a year, and then something happened. Just like with Damian. Even Damian's stint as Robin has been shortened. I felt it read like it'd been over a year. I did not like it, and it came up in Nightwing Setting Sun. You see him as a teenager with his parents, and he was supposed to be like 10, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I thought it really cheapened things. I thought everybody's stint as superheroes has been shortened dramatically. I don't mind that they lowered Bruce's age. I've always heard that he was 30-ish when he became Batman, and in New 52 he was 25. I actually like that because the newer generations were children. So him being 25, that's not a big deal. Another thing I didn't like was Gordon in this. Gordon in Batman Year One from Modern, his family's threatened. It's in this, it's in that. It's not so much in the movies, but in the comics, the police threaten his family. You do what we say or we're gonna kill your kids. When they finally attack his wife, who's pregnant with his second child in Year One, he takes a tire tool to a guy and he walks away. And that guy doesn't walk away. He has to get taken in an ambulance. And he's like, yeah, I got attacked by 15 guys, and Gordon's sipping his coffee. Really? And in this, he seems a little more weak. I don't like that. They kind of cheapened Gordon's backstory and made him less volatile than he is, which is why he's not afraid of the Joker and why he's not afraid of so many other things. Even though he goes through terrible things, like what happened to Barbara and how she became paralyzed, it was an attack on Gordon. In Batman and Robin, we get to see from Barbara. She says the reason her dad stayed a police officer is because she talked him into it. But the reason why he still had the will to even try and not just throw in the towel immediately isn't just because of what she said, it's because of who Gordon is. And this cheapened him. So the New 52 did some things really well, but they butchered Joker. The timeline no one likes. I haven't heard any praise for the timeline yet. I like 15 years. 15 years is a good number instead of what they're doing. But I still managed to read through a whole lot. I'm still going to continue on with New 52. I want to see how it changes, if they're going to make it cheaply or not. But yeah, that's what I read in #AYearAthon. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. I am going to continue to work for 3 videos a week. If not, I'm going to have to cut it down to 2. Which means I can't do every Friday will be a book review. It will be every other Friday, and I don't like that. But good luck with your reading, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Recording?
Yep.
It was really stupid because he was 9 or 10. I have cat hair on my face from holding Mighty, who is not happy to be held. So that brought my day total up to 232, and no, my bleh. I don't know why this bookmark in there. I already have one. I read 101 pages. I didn't. I read 103. I read 100. God, I can't count. In this, they say that, or somewhere, I'm like, somewhere in this lot. From Batwoman. Not woman. From Batgirl. Yay, it's still recording, and wow, it was really to the side. Well, fiddlesticks. Oh well.